It's the Memphis Sports Network. WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find Larry Rea. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Rea.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Rea on the ESPN 790. And listen to the background music there that shows this is one of my favorite shows of the year. We got to do it back to back. Last week was the Bassmaster Classic, and then this week is my turkey show. And this is quite a group in here. They may come in here and make us stop. I don't know, but listen to that. So one of my favorite shows. In studio, we have Steve Turpin over there from Turpin Custom Game Calls that has been in the business. How long, Steve?
About 118.
118 years. Right. That's a long time. You know, that's the same. That's almost the same year Ames Plantation has been running the Bird Dogs. You know, so we're going to talk to Steve, and then of course Russell Ginn is over there. Good morning, Russell.
Good morning, Larry.
Got that new Pyro One. Camo outfit on from Stacy Walker.
Exactly.
Looking good. And then Charles Petrie is here from Plain Jane Box Calls. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning. How are you?
And you know, we got to get Charles in because he has his interpreter with him and bodyguard, Ray Glass. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, sir.
All right, Ray, and y'all guys will be going a week from today. You will, instead of being in the Tennessee season, you will be where?
We're going to open in Texas, West Texas.
And you'll be going to near Wheeler, Shamrock, that area, right?
Right.
And you guys have been doing that for a few years.
Only 25.
25 years. And so they've killed 4 turkeys in 25 years. No,
that's 100 turkeys.
120 turkeys in 25 years. And, of course, we kind of rotated things around a little bit. Frank came in last week to give us the update on the new store on Mount Moriah, and there's no update still yet. Right. Frank Barton for the Barton Power Sports. Is there, Frank? Yeah.
It's so close I can taste it.
So close.
It's so close.
Well, we're so close to it.
As soon as we get done, I'm going back over there and putting some more stuff up.
It's on Mount Moriah. You can't miss it. That address is
5715 Mount Moriah.
And
we got lots of stuff. That's all I can say. It keeps coming in. I keep putting it up.
You've got how many square feet?
A little over 8,000.
8,000 square feet, Polaris, and he's going to have in there some slingshot.
Polaris, slingshot, and then Victory motorcycles that we're moving from West Memphis. And Indian motorcycles.
Indian motorcycles will be there. And he's got a store in Jonesboro, got a store in West Memphis, right across from the
Southland Park Gaming and Racing. Everybody around here calls it the dog track.
Dog track, and you get a Kubota tractor over there too. And of course, also sitting in. This is his time. Now we got it right. Now John Gordon from Avery is in it. Good morning, John.
Morning, Larry.
And what did you bring me in front of me here, John? Looks like my 5th grade teacher out here. So
Well, I brought you something that we just came out with. It's the Jekyll and Hyde turkey decoy. It's one decoy with two personalities. It's something that turkeys have never seen.
That's for sure.
A passive head on one side and an aggressive head on the other, and it's something that we're really excited about.
Well, I know this guy's coming up with us right now. We're going to put him on the air from Calico Rock, Arkansas. He and his wife, Jill Easton, longtime friends of mine, and in fact, I saw him get married. How long ago was that, Jim Spencer?
That was, boy, don't put me on the spot with my wife in the room.
Ask her then.
2007, I think.
2007 at the Southeastern Outdoor Press Association. One of my highlights. I've been in the organization coming up on 30 years next year, and it's hard to believe. But Jim, you and turkey hunting go back a long way, and I wanted to get you kick off this turkey hunting show. And I don't want to age you right now, but you and Jill spend a lot of time turkey hunting, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Tell our listeners what your schedule is here.
Well, let's see. We start in Mississippi on the 27th of March.
Okay, yeah.
We'll hunt there for a week or 10 days. Then back to Arkansas. Our season opens on the 10th. We'll be here a week or two. And then to Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, and South Dakota, more or less in that order.
And there's a couple of guys in the studio this morning. They're shaking their heads because would any of y'all like to follow him on what he does?
Done it before.
Huh?
Done it before.
Yeah. Some of these guys have really done this. Have you hunted out of the country? I don't know. The country for you is out of Calico, but have you ever hunted out of the U.S.?
Yeah, hunted Mexico once and New Zealand.
And one Mexico and New Zealand. Okay, yeah. That's a pretty cool place to do like that. So let's talk about the birds. Eastern bird, and I want to ask these guys a little bit later on. What's the smartest turkey?
Eastern.
They're all saying Eastern
any
here.
Bird that's been pressured. I've hunted Rios and Merriams that are supposed to be stupid that have really rubbed my face in it. So you pressure turkeys and you turn them into turkeys no matter what subspecies they are.
Doesn't make any difference, and your preference?
But on average, I'd say Easterns and Osceolas.
Well,
probably Osceolas because they get hammered the hardest.
Well, you guys over there, you're listening in on this, aren't you?
They're very close. They're in Eastern. They are worried all the time.
Charles Petrie is answering that, and of course these guys are. I got a couple of box calls in here, and of course Steve Turpin. You've heard of the Turpin family, I know, Jim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know he's got a box call over there. Your preference?
My preference?
Yes.
Brand or type?
A type.
Box calls.
A box call. Okay.
I've always got a diaphragm tucked in my cheek for close-in work, but my go-to call is a box.
Is a box call. You guys hear that?
Absolutely.
And why is that, Jim?
It's easy to run. When you pick it up, you have two calls in your hand. Both sides of the box, they both sound different. You can make each side of the box sound different. It's loud. It can be as soft as a whisper or as loud as a freight train. And it's just a very versatile call. It's easy to use. The one disadvantage is you can't run them very well if they're wet, but I don't like to be out there when it's wet anyway.
All right, you guys over there, you listen to Jim. Y'all got a question for Jim? Would you like to ask him?
No, but he can put it in a bread box and a bread sack and run it when it's wet.
Yeah, I've done that, but mostly when you hunt 50, 55, 60 days a year, you can afford to sit out a rainy day.
I think so. And Jim, we talked about on the before we got on the air, the Turkey Digest you came out with in 2003. Folks, I'm telling you, I still have my copy autographed by Jim. I still pull it out. I didn't start turkey hunting until I was 55. I hope you grab a copy of the April issue of the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing magazine because I talked, my column is about my first turkey and how I killed it at the age of 55. It's a very unusual story. I've told it a lot of times, but that first one's important. But there's just something about it. I told my wife, I can't vacuum the carpet, but I can crawl 100 yards on my belly. Now, Jim, it's age has no factor in this, right?
I have. Well, they may have, but I haven't reached that age yet.
But so, what is the thrill part for you in turkey hunting?
Hearing the gobble.
Hearing the gobble.
If they didn't gobble, I wouldn't be out there.
Yeah, you guys over there, the gobble is what does it. You know. And what's the closest gobble you've ever had?
Well, I had one that I felt the moisture one time.
Whoa! You felt the moisture. I had one time where I actually think it was in my ear. I mean, it came around on the wrong side of the tree, though. I've told that to Ty Edmond many times. And
well,
I think
stink bugs on his breath, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It scared me to death, and, that's when my hair started turning gray. But the chase is, my days of chasing have kind of slowed down a little bit. I'm more of a let them come to me type thing. I'm not a run and gun. So, but I know how many turkey articles have you think you've written in your lifetime?
Oh, probably 500.
You all hear that? 500. And you've been in. Name some magazines that you've been in.
Oh gosh. Name some I haven't been.
That's
I've killed off a lot of them. Turkey and turkey hunting was they're sort of coming back, but not fully. They're going to put out 2 issues this year and 4 next year. But I've been in all what they used to call the big 3: Outdoor Life, Field and Stream, Sports Field, plus Peterson's Hunting and. Just name them, the state magazines, the Game and Fish publication.
Of course, a lot of people, How long were you with Arkansas Game and Fish?
20 years.
20 years. You folks probably remember Jim from his time there. And your wife, Jill, she's a little writer, too. So, I mean.
That's how we met. We met at the CEOPA, Southeastern Outdoor Press Association convention.
Yeah.
And got married 10 years later at one.
Yeah, and because the ceremony was unbelievable. I'm not sure everybody knew what was going on at that time.
No, it was a secret till we got till the night of the conference, or the night of the opening night of the conference. We kept it all a secret. There were 3 or 4 people we had to tell, but to make it all work. But you and everybody else, it was yeah. Well, Jill knew. I mean, so you didn't surprise her, did you? I don't remember that. No, she knows. She was one of the instigators.
The instigators and everything like that. Well, Jim, we appreciate you, buddy, taking time. Hope you have a great season.
Y'all too. Everybody in the room, y'all hunt safe and hunt hard.
All right, buddy. Tell Jill hello for us, okay?
I'll do it.
All right, that's Jim Spencer. You guys realize that, and he said over 500 articles. Did you hear what he said? 55 days in the field.
That's a bunch.
How long is the duck season, Frank?
60 days.
60 days. Can you imagine turkey hunting 55 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I don't think that Petrie can, 55 days.
That's a short season.
That's a short season. And we got Steve Turpin in the room. We're going to talk to Steve about the family. He's brought along a box call over there in 2,800 keys. And then, there it goes. This keep doing it. Russell Ginn's over there. Talk to Russell because he's a slate. Are you a slate man? Would you consider yourself a slate? He's shaking his head. Did you hear it?
Diaphragm, just about anything like that.
All right, slate man, because you've made your own slate calls, and you've done some wonderful work, folks. If you need any kind of a help on, you need a engraving or anything like that, that's Russell over there. And then Charles. I've never asked you the Plain Jane call. We need to find out how you got that name. I didn't. How did we come up with the Plain Jane?
Well, it was supposed to be just a plain old box.
Plain old box.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Plano is a big company, though.
Yeah, well, this one was.
A different plain old box. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Southern spelling.
Oh, the Southern spelling, a plain. Okay.
I got a question to ask you.
I've never been asked a question.
You said that turkey call looked like one of your 5th grade teachers. I was just wanting to know how long you were in the 5th grade.
Well, I liked it so much I took it twice. No. That doesn't look like Miss Russell. It does from the back, so. But we're talking about this. And Ray Glass, how long have you been turkey hunting?
I started turkey hunting in 1973.
All right, you were how old then?
I'm 70.
So that's a pretty long time from 73. What happened to all them years before that, see? There wasn't any turkeys, right?
No turkeys.
Really? There wasn't? What?
When we first started
turkey hunting, if you heard a turkey gobble in a year, you had a good year.
Yeah, or saw a track.
Or saw a track.
I saw a track like that. Well, we got Stuart Saddles in the room. How we doing on time, Stuart? We're doing good. Okay. John Gordon, I know that at Avery, a lot of people think duck, waterfowl like that. But you guys are more than that. I mean, your GHG decoy system, you sell a lot of decoys.
Yeah, that's right, Larry. I mean, as far as duck and goose decoys, we're still one of the biggest companies in the world. But it really jumped into the turkey decoy side this year with the Jekyll and Hyde. We got a Jake decoy, a lay-down hen, a feeding, and an active hen as well. So we came out with 5 decoys at one time to really just jump in with both feet.
And you took this to the NWTF.
That's correct.
What was the reception?
Good. It's like I said, turkey hunters love anything new. And it's just something, like I said, that the strutting gobbler decoy has been around a long time, but this one is with the 2 different heads on either side is really something a turkey has not seen before. So it's
not just
innovative.
A turkey.
Anyone, right?
Anyone has not seen this, and I'm assuming that you came up with this idea, right?
I did not. I hunt turkeys, but it's not something I'm really fanatical like waterfowl hunting. But
you're pretty fanatical about it, and so is Frank Barton. Now Frank is looking at this. You need to set this up in the Barton Power Sports over there on one of your ATVs, the Camo ATV, and you're familiar with the decoys, aren't you, Frank?
I am, and I have a turkey decoy. It hasn't been pulled out in a long time, but I have one.
Well, you need to pull it out.
I think I won it at a raffle somewhere.
You won it in a raffle. Well, just the next time you're here, just bring it over and let me look at it, okay? I'll take you turkey hunting. Yeah, that's right. There are turkeys in Arkansas,
I do know.
Yeah.
I know where they are on Bruin's Plantation, too.
Okay, Frank, I'll bring old Jekyll and Hyde over there, and then we'll have a good time. And, of course, all these guys have got they didn't really. I expected them to bring in plenty of stuff. Steve Turpin is the only one I knew Steve would bring in. And switch that over before we take a break here. Steve, you said 118 years, and you're still making them one at a time?
Yeah. I make the box calls and the yelpers and started.
You do, right?
Yeah, and got expanding into slate calls now.
You're into slate calls?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Steve. Come on. I mean, what made you do that?
Just expanding the market.
Okay.
There was a demand for them.
Do you know that there's the demand right next to you right there, Russell?
He makes a nice call.
He makes a nice call, and the slate call over there. Of course, the box, you're not even making music if we talk. I expected this throughout this. Is that not nice? Let's take a break, Stuart, okay? Let's take a break. We're going to go back, and we can – I love that. Let's keep going. There we go. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Frank Barton and John Gordon in studio with me on Outdoors with Larry Rea, ESPN 790.
You can find